Rose.
Hi, hello.
Oh my gosh. Technical difficulties. Oh gosh. Okay.
Technical difficulties. I'm just fucking stupid.
Okay.
Stupid ass
Well,
mouse.
technically challenged, maybe? I don't know.
Listen,
Anyway, this is take two.
this fucking mouse, man. Mouse has forward and back buttons, and I always fucking hit it with the way I hold my mouse. Anyways, go ahead. I promise I won't do that. I will keep my thumb far away from it.
Okay. So we're talking about full moon rituals because the full moon is coming up. It's when this episode posts, I believe it will be tomorrow. I think the full
Now
moon
it's next week.
is it? Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, I forgot. We're like recording 2 weeks in advance, and I just got really confused.
Yeah, the full moon is on the 5th. And
Sorry.
this episode will be posting on the 3rd, I think. So,
Listen, just fucking ignore me. Just let it go.
anyway. So I'm going to talk about some full moon rituals, but I'm also going to talk just about the moon in general because I found lots of cool information while I was researching. For example, I have this really nice chart here of the stages of the moon cycle and their moods. And Emily, you actually have this book too, The Witch's Complete Guide to Self-Care.
Oh, I saw that. I marked it in my book so I could go back and read it.
Yeah, so it's really cool. I read it earlier today. The moon can be a reminder to rest, celebrate, reflect. When you're feeling disconnected from yourself or your body, you can use the moon or look at the moon and see what cycle it is or where it's at in its cycle, and you can use that to know how to like reconnect with yourself. But this chart, like the full moon is for expression, celebration, and harvest. The waning gibbous moon is recalibration, clarification, persistence. Waning quarter moon, commitment, consolidation, continuation. Waning crescent moon, reconciliation, consideration, imagination. The new moon, which I feel like full moon and new moon are the two big ones that most people use in their practice, but that one's reflection, release, and setting intentions. So a lot of things I read said you can set an intention on the new moon, and by the full moon, it should manifest.
So it's like a month, basically.
Yeah. Um, waxing crescent is learning, creation, and action. Waxing quarter, examination, reevaluation, and motion. And waxing gibbous is energize, excite, and embrace. Um, Also, and I feel like I've heard of this before, but I never really thought about it, and I didn't have a chance to like figure mine out. But everyone has a moon sign in addition to a sun sign. Um, so like I
Are you talking about like the three signs that like sun, moon, and rising?
what?
You said everyone's got a moon sign, and I said, "Is are you talking about like the sun, moon, and rising star signs?"
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Um, so like your moon sign rules your heart and your emotional reactions to circumstances.
Hell yeah, it does.
Um, but I don't actually um I don't know what my sun sign or my moon sign are.
Ooh, I got you. I'll look you up.
I just know what.
First, let's find this. How to find my moon sign. I forgot what it is. All
I
right,
just know my
birth
zodiac.
date. What's your birth date?
Oh, 5/9/91. What a good girl. I
Don't
was like,
worry.
what are you talking about?
We're gonna find your signs. We're gonna look in the stars. Okay.
But my
What's your
point being
exact birth time?
11:59 p.m.
11:59.
It's actually a fun story. They let my mom pick whether she wanted my birthday to be May 9th or May 10th,
Oh,
because it was like right at
well, yeah. I
the
mean,
time. And
how
my
many
mom's birthday,
seconds is what I'm curious about because you were fucking
well,
close.
that I don't know, but my mom's birthday is May 9th. So she picked May 9th.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Where were you born? City.
Marion, Indiana. If that wasn't clear.
Did I? Marion, Indiana. Maybe he said it's Muncie. Remember that the guy from Indiana, like small town Indiana, and like is now like a fitness instructor. Went to like Ball State. It's
Wait.
he's LGBT. He like moves. He like lives in LA, and he's got like two backup booties.
Yes, I think.
Cameron Marshall. It's fuck, what's his name? The fitness Marshall. That's that. Okay, well, I think he's from Marion, Indiana, and he's our age. So,
Well, I didn't go to school in Marion.
oh, well, I didn't. Well, see, I like knew people from my rival high schools, so I thought maybe you might know.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't do sports ball or any of that. I was
Oh,
on the sprint team.
he was in musicals.
Oh.
He just likes to work out. He does dance workouts.
It's
Caleb
possible we crossed
Marshall.
paths then.
Yeah,
Very
Caleb
possible
Marshall.
that we crossed paths, but
he hasn't looked any different.
Quite honest. Okay, I watch his videos.
Yeah, him.
But I don't know who he is. No.
Oh, okay. Well, he grew up in Marion, Indiana.
But you're also younger than me.
Oh.
So
fuck, you're right.
He's probably younger than me too.
Yeah, you're right. He's probably Okay. Fuck. Okay.
But
I was like, I would know someone
because he's got the he's got a really funny relationship with
one of his best friends. Yeah. So Allison and I don't remember Haley.
Yeah.
He has the brother sister. I'm gonna like kill you type of relationship. Did you know they dated too?
I did know that actually, but only
every single time she like acts like real like naughty in her videos. He's like, should we have broken up? Oh my god, I just love his videos. They're so fun. Anyways, go ahead. I was just curious, you know. Oh, it is Cameron Moody. Sorry. Go ahead.
We were talking about sun sign and moon signs, and I thought you were pulling it up.
Oh, yeah.
You got distracted.
Sorry. I smoked a little bit before this, and that's probably my bad thing. Okay.
But I feel that it is important to know your connection to the moon and the sun, honestly, before you are doing work and rituals with those things. Like, that's probably important.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
You're a Taurus. Your moon is Pisces, and you're ascending. Read more. Why did you? Oh, Jesus Christ. It said, would you like to read more on this? Yeah. You're a Taurus. Yeah. And then you're Pisces. I see that you're writing that down.
I am. Actually, so is Taurus skirt? Is your zodiac your sun sign?
Yeah.
Or is that
so like what you go by is your sun sign, yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
I'm an Aquarius. Sun.
What did you say my rising was?
I'm working on it.
Oh.
I thought I could just like scroll down and like click it, but it wants me to like like do the whole process over again. So your ascendant is Capricorn.
Oh, that's so funny. That's Brittany's sun sign.
Yep. So, I am Aquarius sun sign. I am a Gemini moon, which is probably why we're so. I mean, like Aquarius is so. They're basically like the besties. Like they go together. Aquarius and Gemini. They're both air signs too, and I'm a Gemini moon, and that's probably why I love slash hate Gemini so much. I
That's
like
really, really
hate them
funny
with a
actually,
burning fucking passion.
because Taurus and Pisces, like Pisces is usually the one that pops up as like my bestie, like when I
Yeah,
do any astrology things, like, so there
yeah,
might be a correlation there.
yeah. But yeah, I don't know what it is. It just pisses me off. But I love them so much because like we are like perfect, like friendship, anything like that. It besties, I'm telling you. But God, I fucking hate them.
It's so funny because I feel like, so Taurus and Capricorn, so segue, I guess. Taurus and Capricorn is the same way. Brittany and I are, it's like one of the better zodiac matches, um, because Taurus is very dreamy and flighty and like pulling at the chains kind of thing. And Capricorn is very down to earth and needs pulled out of their shell a little bit. So, like, and that's very, very consistent, especially in our early relationship. But in all parts of a relationship, like financial, social, um, generally, she's the more reserved one, and I'm the one that's more just do it, going with the, not going with the flow, but like, um, jumping in without thinking kind of thing. So it's really interesting.
Hmm.
Anyway, tidbits.
I'm curious about Will and I then. Uh, Aries
Okay.
Aquarius love compatibility. It says Aquarius plays hard to get, and they maintain an air of mystery. So it's no rush for there's no rush for Aquarius and Aries to start dating right from the start. Friendships that blossom into love last longer than those who do not. However, regardless, Aries and Aquarius have a very positive love relationship. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Well, see, it says here Aries are ready for a long term commitment in uh, relationship. Um, and Aquarius isn't so quick to settle down. Patience will have to be keen for Aries to, whew, be perfect together.
I feel like that is so fucking accurate. It's hilarious. I can't even.
It's like, do I want to settle down? Yeah, I think I want to. It's that air of mystery. Do I want to do this? Do I not want to? That's my relationship with Will. Will's always just like, "What do you want?" I don't know if I want this or that. Will you decide? No. Will you decide for me?
Oh my god. So decision fatigue is a thing, right?
It really
Why,
is.
like, that's why we meal plan on Sundays or usually Friday nights. We'll meal plan for the whole week what we're gonna have, because otherwise I'll get home from work and like Brittany will be like, "What are we gonna eat tonight?" And I'll be like, "I literally cannot make another decision today. You're gonna have to pick." Like I literally
Yeah,
can't do it.
yeah.
Um,
And then you're just tired, and you're just like, okay, well, I was dead set on doing this, but now I
yeah.
like what?
I
I like my brain is fried. I just do it for me.
It's getting a little better now that I have more support and I have some outside help coming in. I don't have a new para, but I do have a BCBA and a RBT coming in helping out in my
Ooh,
classroom.
is it the BCBA? I know.
Hannah?
No.
No. Um So she's coming in now to help out. So that's been helping with my decision fatigue because there are other people to help me make some of the decisions, so I'm not the only one in there. Um, but a couple months ago, I was not okay. But anyway, back to moon magic. I was laughing because this is talking about one of the most important connections we have in the magical universe, like the actual universe,
Hmm.
is with the moon because it impacts not only our planet with the tides and like um, you know, other weather things, but it like affects us as humans. So the moon, and people crack me up because like people who are really into science and stuff can't grasp that the moon affects us as humans, but the tides are literally water and we're like 70 something percent water. So how would the moon's gravitational pull not affect us?
Did they do a study on if that was true or not?
I have no idea, but we should probably
Why
look
do
it up
I?
and find out.
Yeah, I like I I believe that. I believe that it messes with the water because that's what I like was always, I guess, told all along. But now for some reason I'm feeling as if like somebody debunked that. I don't know. I'll look it
I
up.
don't know. But regardless of whether they debunk that or not, it may not have anything to do with the water in our bodies. But so many things happen during the full moon. More babies are born during the full moon. Um,
Can I look
and
that up too?
if you, this says ask police officers or hospital workers about the full moon, and they'll see more crises, more crimes, and more activity in general when the moon is full. But I just task you with this. If you don't believe that the full moon has an effect on humans, go visit a kindergarten classroom on a normal non full moon day, not anywhere near the full moon, and then go on the day of the full moon or even the day before. And
Uh,
tell me again that the full moon does not affect people.
long-term care facilities too. My mom always said, "Is it a full moon
Yes.
or something?" And I was always
Yes.
like, "What do you mean? Why?" And she goes, "These people are fucking crazy."
And listen, it's not even like the some of the most of the
And
people I
dogs
work
and
with.
animals too,
Yeah.
by
Most
the
of the
way.
people I work with are not very religious, but they are Christian and they are like in that, but they say it too. They're like, the full moon is a real deal. Like, crazy shit happens around the full moon
Yeah.
because
I was
they've experienced it.
I was born around the full moon.
Of course, you fucking were with your chaos energy.
That's why Chaos and me get along so well. Your cat.
Dude, that picture I sent, I'm gonna have to put that on the Instagram. That picture I sent you this morning of him trying to get the snow, he is fucking huge. Like, when
He
did that
really is.
happen?
My baby's growing up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll look yours up
Okay.
because mine was February 6th, which technically is when I was supposed to be actually like due. May 1991.
Um,
Oh, no, never mind. May 14th and 28th. Go ahead.
this said, so I was reading earlier, um, what the full moon marks the time of culmination. So whatever you start or intentions you set on the new moon, you're going to start seeing the results around the full moon. Um, and if you want rewards, recognition, or money, the full moon is a good time to do those types of spells. But as always with money spells, be very careful when you set your intentions because so often you can say one thing wrong or do one thing wrong and have the opposite effect. Um, and the full moon can also help you shine light on secrets and deceptions and let you get the truth of a shady situation. Literally, the book's
Ooh.
words. Shady situation.
Which book was
Sorry, I
that?
have like,
The
that was The Modern Guide to Witchcraft.
Oh, okay.
I'm bouncing back and forth. I started with the self care for witches, then I went to Modern Guide for Witchcraft. Now I am in The Modern Witchcraft Spellbook, which all these books are by Sky Alexander. Not the self-care one, but the other ones, the Modern Witchcraft books are. And I love them. Like, their I don't know, their way of writing is like really informative, but it's also like witty, and
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that. Um, so as I said earlier, the influence of the moon is on your emotions, intuition, dream, home, domestic life, family and children, and feminine power. Um, so those are all things to use moon magic for. Um, Also, like, moon magic and moon like rituals is not a new thing, and it's not even entirely just a pagan thing. Like, in early cultures, they planted crops and bred animals with the moon cycles. Um, and like because because our fertility cycles and stuff really do match up with the moon cycles. Like 28 days is your typical period cycle.
Wow.
Yeah,
I never thought about that.
28 days is the moon. So yeah. Um, uh, Also, I love how often the Farmer's Almanac crops up in witchy stuff,
I do
because
too.
I absolutely adore how many people really like truly rely on the Farmer's Almanac for, like, they just take it as truth verbatim, like, and most of that stuff is figured out by celestial events and pagan things. Like, it just baffles my mind. Anyway, that's not what I was talking about. The new moon supports beginnings, start new ideas, plans, projects, relationships, and activities. Um, Plant symbolic seeds that represent whatever you wish to create in your life. So, cast spells to launch a new business, begin a relationship, start a family. Um, Divination, if you are have like a specific question you want answered, it's a good time to do tarot or scrying. Um, a waxing phase, it's a period of growth. It's the best time to do spells designed to expand things, whether they be relationships, businesses, or prosperity. As the moonlight grows, so will your fortune, is what it says. So, full moon, like I said earlier, culmination or harvest. What you initiated during the new moon will begin to you'll begin to reap the benefits, and you'll have more clarity to understand how your goals are shaping up and what steps you need to take. Um, And then the waning phase is a good time to do spells for letting go. So if there's something in your life that you need to let
Let
go
it
of
go.
or get
Let
rid
it
of.
go.
Um, Also, when a month contains two full moons, which I already knew this one, the second moon is called a blue moon. So if
The
there's two
second
full
moon?
moons, yeah,
Oh,
there's
in the
two
same
full
month.
moons, yeah, in the same month, and the second one is a blue moon. When there's two new moons in a month, the second one is known as the black moon.
Ooh.
Um, if there is a month with two of whichever, the second one is considered to be the stronger of the two. So if you are have something big going on that you want to do, you're going to want to use the second moon. And then this says keeping a lunar journal. It might be useful to keep a track of the moon's phases for a few months to get a sense of how energy shifts and how it affects you. It says you can use a journal for that, but there are also tons of apps out there where you can literally just click an emoji, like how you're feeling every day, that have the moons
Mm-hmm.
in there. But to get up on my soapbox real quick, if you are using an app, don't record your menstrual cycle. because there have been some cases or potential cases where they are using the data from apps like period tracking apps to persecute in abortion cases, and it's absolute bullshit. So don't use it for your menstrual tracking, but use it for other things. Or
Yeah.
make sure you know what app you're using and
Yeah, I
choose.
think some apps even have it in like their legal statement
The
that
iPhone Health app
yeah,
does.
iPhone Health app does. And then I know the one called Flow. I
Hmm.
use Flow more often, but it syncs up with the Health app,
Yeah.
so that's really nice. But it also has like, are you feeling moody? What symptoms and all of that. That way you can track. It's really nice. There's also like a witch one. I don't remember what it's called. Something, but Stardust. It always fucking like crashed, and once it
Oh.
crashed, it would like you'd have to like delete the app, and then you'd have to reinstall it, and
Oh.
then it'd lose all of your progress. I really liked it because the questions for your period or your moods or whatever were like, are you stressed out? Did you have something to drink? Did you smoke a substance? Did you are you walking? Are you shopping? And like it's less scientific, it's more like neutral, but this one is just like anxious, tired, emotional, apathetic, and it's like, okay, but like you don't give me enough whys.
Right. Like, right. Because
I'm
if
not
I'm stressed,
bloating.
am
I
I
don't like
stressed because of work or am I stressed
right.
because.
And then it doesn't the I think Stardust allows you to say like, yes, I take medication, so it like if your medication affects your whatever, it'll help you. It's
Right.
just annoying. But anyways,
Okay.
it should say in their statement.
Excuse me. Um, and then something that I'd never heard of before, and I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, so somebody please correct me if I am. But I'm gonna say SBOTs.
What?
SBOTs. ESBAT. I'm gonna just look it up real quick.
Okay.
But they are like meetings of covens, which typically happen on a new moon or a full moon. Oh, this is giving me a video. Okay. Rude.
All I hear is click, click, click.
SBOT. SBOT. Anyway. um, it's typically when meetings of covens or just groups of witches get together to enjoy community and fellowship. Each month, though, so each moon basically has its own characteristics. So, like January is cold, frost, ice, and quiet moon, time for renewal, discovery, and resolve. February is the wild, snow, ice, or starving moon, represents a period of healing and purification.
Yeah,
March is the
be
storm,
with my
wind, or
family.
death moon, which ushers in a time of change and awakening after a bleak, dormant period.
Well, all of February is going to be a bleak and dormant period because I will be with my personal family, not Will's personal family, my personal family.
Dude, February is the worst.
During my
Literally.
period, during my birthday, during the fucking snow moon.
And
Wednesday, I won't have it. Not Wednesday, March, I won't have any family. That's the death moon for you.
so February as a teacher is the worst month. And it just got worse because we had one day off in February, but it was a makeup snow day. And we had a snow day today. So we will be going to school
There's
on
no
that day in
break.
February. There is no break. And everybody's like, oh, it's a shorter month anyway. And I'm like, by 3 fucking days. So suck my dick, okay? Like, it's a tiny bit shorter. It's not enough shorter to make it okay that I don't get a day off in that entire month.
Right?
Anyway,
You were right about the tides. I don't know where I read it. Maybe somebody on Facebook posted it,
okay.
but it
Well,
does affect the tides because of, I don't know, gravity and the sun work together. So yeah,
Okay,
it's affected by it.
I like it. Um, April is the seed, water, growing, or awakening moon. It's a time
Sounds
for
about
new
right.
opportunities and experiences, spells for love, cleansing, growth, and strength. May is the hare, bright, grass, and corn planting moon.
Corn or porn?
Corn. But it
I
encourages
heard
joy.
I heard porn, and then you said planting, and I was like, what? Wait, did I hear that right?
Oh, but hold on. If you would have really thought you heard it right if I continued, because it encourages joy, pleasure, sexuality, and fertility. So there you
Porn.
go.
All the all the good shows are made during that month.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Sexual. God, that's hilarious. Okay, go ahead.
June is the honey, mead, planting, or horse moon. Focus on strengthening relationships and enhance communication.
The horse moon.
Horse moon.
Everything else made sense, like why they were like called different things, except for that one.
Yeah, I can't help you.
The horse.
July, the wart, raspberry, or rose moon represents a time of maturation. How do you say that? Maturation. Anyway, being more mature and fulfillment. Spells for protection and prosperity can benefit from the energy of this full moon. August is the harvest moon, known as the barley gathering or lightning moon. Time for gathering together all that holds meaning for you and celebrating blessings. September is the harvest, singing, or spiderweb moon.
Hmm.
Um, Period of reaping your rewards and seeing your dreams come to fruition. Ouch. October is the blood harvest or leaf falling moon, where you need to let go of old patterns and clear away emotional and psychic debris, which honestly you should be doing more often than once a year, but that's just me. It's also a time to remember and honor loved ones who have moved on to another realm of existence. November, the snow, dark, or tree moon is a time to look beyond the mundane world. A time for divination to gain guidance and wisdom that will aid you in the coming months. And then December, we are back to dark, cold, or long night moon. Release your fears and banish those things in life that are harmful or no longer useful. It's a time for silence, meditation, and introspection.
Yeah,
So,
because Christmas.
for real.
It's the
Family.
most stressful time of the year.
Dude, and so we didn't do my family's Christmas over Christmas break because there was a snowstorm. So we just did it this past weekend, and I was like, I don't have the mental and emotional energy to do this bullshit in a weekend and then go back to work on Monday. Like, I don't know
Right?
how people who don't get a 2 week break at Christmas time do it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I used to be that way. I used to work on Christmas. I would literally, when I was younger, I worked at this gas station where everyone, to make it fair, he made everyone work a 2 hour shift. And you could take other people's shifts if you were willing. Like if somebody was leaving the state or something, they could get somebody to cover their 2 hour shift. Um, but to make it fair, he put everyone on the schedule for at least 2 hours, and I would usually end up working like a fucking 8 hour shift on Christmas and Thanksgiving because I just didn't fucking want to go. Like I
Like I'm
didn't want to
fucking
do
over
it,
this.
right? So anyway, that was when I was still in college and living with my parents and all of that. But
Yeah. Well,
now,
the I feel like working in retail sucks like the entire month of December, but we don't work
yeah,
Christmas, but we get like the day off. But that doesn't mean you might be working the day before or after.
right, no way. I don't know
And
how people do it.
there's like mandatory blackout dates, and during those blackout dates, depending on who you were, you couldn't call off.
Yeah.
So like the
Mm.
trainer can't call off the entire month of not call off, request off, I should say. Can't do
Right.
that the entire month of January because of all the new puppies that people got at Christmas. Core people like me um, couldn't request any days off, like basically 3 out of 4 weeks in December. And it was just like the first week of December that you could call, like make requests off. Everything else, it didn't matter. You were there.
Oh my gosh. Ouch.
So
Um,
lucky ducks with
some
your
lucky
2 week breaks.
ducks get all the luck. Have you seen the Bob's Burgers movie? Okay. Well, I have about 100 times. We saw it in theaters, and now it's on. I think it's on HBO Max, but or maybe it's on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu. Anyway, either way, whatever it's on, we've watched it about 1,000 times since then. And there's this song that's like, "Some lucky ducks get all the luck," and we sing it at each other often. So anywho, all I
Da-da-da-da.
have left is a couple of spells and resources.
Get your
So
shit together. Listen.
the first spell is just making moon water, which
I'm interested in this. I'm gonna do
so there's
this.
so many different ways to do it. This particular spell is in the self-care for the Witch's Complete Guide to Self-Care book on page 157. Um, you consecrate the water and salt. Put several measures of salt to your preference in the bowl with the water. The water should taste like seawater, like really salty. Place the bowl on a shelf, table, or windowsill in the light of the full moon overnight. Um, and then in the morning, decant the water into a selected vessel and store it for use in other spell work. So super simple. You're just like setting your intentions for what you need and um, adding salt and setting it in the light of the moon. That's a spell for the full moon. That's what you're gonna do on the full moon. I have a spell for the new moon.
Question.
Yes.
Instead of me looking it up, um, what if people drink the full moon water?
I don't know.
Like, is there a way to not add the salt? Was that
Probably.
offered?
I mean, this is just one way to do it, right? I feel like there's
Okay.
probably
Because I
ways where
know a
you
lot
could
of
just
people
put.
drink it. I don't know what else they would use it for, honestly. But
Right.
I feel like water would be used to like cleanse like your body or like drink it. I mean, that's just me though. So I'm like, how
Yeah.
would I do that?
I don't know. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. This is just the one in here. Um,
Guess a little salt water wouldn't be that bad.
yeah. Um, this one's a manifestation spell that you're supposed to do on a new moon. You consecrate your candle and other materials on your altar. Write or with your pen and paper. So you need a journal or loose paper and a pen and a fireproof dish for this one. With your pen and paper, reflect on what you wish to manifest. Be as specific as possible. Um, I feel like we've talked about one similar to this before.
Probably.
Describe every detail of what you want and write it down. And then light the candle and imagine what it will be like to receive your manifestation and how you will feel. Then roll or fold the paper and carefully light the corner and place it in the fireproof dish to burn. Allow the paper to burn entirely to ash, relighting when necessary. And I don't know what you have for this,
Oh,
but I have a shell. That's what I
um,
burn things in. I also have a cauldron, but when it's stuff like this, I have a shell.
I wanted to use the shell, but every shell that I found, I mean, obviously it's supposed to have the holes in it, but like, I don't want to like put it in my dish and then the it like go through like the little holes in the shell. But I want the shell. But I can't do it right now. I just can't do it.
I
But
also have like a glass tray on top of my altar that all my stuff sits on. So even if it went through the holes, it would land on a glass tray.
I think honestly I use like a candle topper. So I
Whatever
literally
works.
just I like take like the candle topper and I just like like back in Indiana, I think before the move, I did one, and I think I used one of these, or literally like a serving dish.
Yeah. Literally whatever works. It literally just has a fireproof dish. It does not matter what it is.
Yeah,
It can be
and I
wood.
held it until the very end to when I couldn't like hold it
Yeah.
anymore. So like it wasn't in my like little condiment dish,
Right.
plastic condiment dish, but it
Um,
worked. I'm just want to be ratchet for a little bit until I find my perfect shell.
I like it.
Wait, I found it. I forgot we picked up shells at the beach, and there's one without holes in it.
I like it. Nice.
What? What
Anyway,
is your shell? What is your shell made out of?
I don't know. It's a shell. I got it
But
at Sigil. I bought mine.
but aren't they like made out of like something? I don't know. I thought it because they all look the same, and I don't. And I thought there was be like some importance to that specific shell.
They're probably a specific type of shell. I'm honestly not sure. Um, I got mine from Sigil, and the lady there who is very experienced like picked it up.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
I just
I probably should
curious.
know. That's probably something I should know. But
It's just like even on like Amazon, anywhere you go, like that's all you find. So I was just like, is it specifically that shell? Like why that shell? Is it made out of something specific? Like
that is a good
cleansing
question.
ability? I don't know. So
It could
I
be
was
pretty. It could be as
yeah,
simple
they're
as they're
absolutely
pretty.
gorgeous. I just what are they all that like they literally like shave off the concha part of the shell.
Yeah, I don't know.
The pokies and it just piss me off. I just want the full thing.
Anyway,
Sorry.
no, you're fine. I have like three
Just
more spells and one other thing. But we have time, so it's okay. There's a spell for guidance. So if you don't like to listen to the people in your life and you need some spiritual guidance, um, you're gonna need a lot of crap. This one needs paper and
crap.
pen, a vessel with a lid or flat sealable top, like a canning jar or some kind of jar, a fourth cup of honey, basil, nutmeg,
Damn.
sage, cinnamon, rose petals, lemon peel, a short white candle, and ribbon or a colored string. And then optional is mugwort, yarrow, pyrite, citrine, rose quartz, clear quartz, or amethyst. Um,
Jesus.
right, it's got a lot of materials.
When do
Concentrate.
you do this?
This one is,
Full moon or new moon? Or any moon, I guess.
yeah, it's just any moon, I think.
Okay, so whenever you want to do it, got it.
Yeah. It says consecrate the materials, pay particular attention to focus on the problem or reason for which you're asking for guidance. Take pen and paper and describe the concern in as much detail as you can. Focus on the active role you can take in any form of resolving what potential courses of action are open to you. So, what do you want to happen? Um, and describe what you would want the guidance to look like so you recognize when it arrives. Then you're going to fold or roll the paper and add it to your jar. Top with honey, herbs, and additional materials if desired. Light the candle and place it on top of the jar, letting the wax run down the sides and cover the edges of the seal. Or you can drip the wax from the candle around the edge of the seal if you don't want to waste your entire candle. Um, Keep the jar on your altar in a safe space where you'll pass by it regularly, and if you want to, spend time mulling over your concerns, holding the jar as you do so. So, I would probably say do this one at the new moon because you're
It's like you're wanting that guidance and you'll get it by
yeah,
the next full moon.
yeah.
Yeah. I would assume that. That's why I was curious which one.
Um, this one is setting intentions. And then the next one that I had marked is setting goals, but I think you did that one the last time we talked about
New Year's.
self care. Yeah. So I'm just going to talk about the setting intention ones a little bit. You're going to spend some time meditating on what it is you're committing to, whether it's a change in behavior, or you might have talked about this one too. Change in behavior or a new habit you can form. Um, Focus on why you want to do it and consider your path. Write a letter to your future self about why you are setting these intentions and what you hope to achieve and what changes you're hoping to bring. Um, Once you finish writing, sign and date it, add any images or drawings that represent your intention, and then seal them in the envelope, dripping some of the candle wax on the seal of the envelope. Add a stamp and mail the letter to yourself. Opening a letter when you are struggling with maintaining your commitment to the intentions. Use this message from your past to fortify you in the future. If funds are tight and you don't want to actually mail the letter, you could just set it on your altar space or something like that and go back to it when you need it, when you need
Yeah.
that boost. Because, or if you just don't have stamps and don't want to go get stamps because that's a pain in the ass. Anywho's, if you want to know more about moon magic, this book that Emily and I both have, the Witch's Guide, Complete Guide to Self Care, has a resources and recommended reading section in the back, and there's lots of cool books here that I want to look into getting. But this one specifically is the Moon Book, Lunar Magic to Change Your Life by Sarah Faith. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sarah Faith. Goetzediner? Goetzediner? Anyway, Goetzediner? Anyway, whatever her name is. Sorry, Sarah. The Moon
Maybe
Book,
they're
Lunar
struggling.
Magic to Change Your Life. And then there's also some websites, blogs, and podcasts in the back of this book and the online resources list. So check it out. So for those of you that just check us on YouTube, just pause me real quick. No, can't.
Even if you
There we go.
pause.
There. Pause and zoom, people. Anyway.
No, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think so.
Well, then just buy The Witch's Guide to or Complete Guide to Safe Self-Care by Theodosia Corinth, and you can find these resources. Also, I love that Theodosia is a witch name.
Yeah.
Particularly with the rise of the popularity of that name because of like Hamilton and all of that. It's very interesting to me that Theodosia is a witch name. So, anyhow.
I wonder what the meaning behind that is.
I don't know.
Cool. Well, okay then. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.